Alright, so someone told me there's a Street Fighter 6 reveal on TikTok, so we're gonna go over it. I haven't seen it yet, so these are my first reactions. Alright, let's get started. Get out of here, DoorDash. Okay.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
So obviously that's Luke, the new guy.
Ready to begin?
Last DLC character from Street Fighter 5.
On the right foot in this city. Hit the streets.
Yeah, hey there, I do this. Never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improved. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm going forward, then you talking fool.
We're gonna see some gameplay.
Wanna win, let me spin, boy. Or done society, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk. And I put on for my city from the intro. Fight! It started from the ground up, training getting wound up, channeling it in itself and moving up and down, crossing over past the bound, for the time like I can keep score. Years I never thought I'd cross before. When I get tired on my knees, I gotta dig in the deep. I feel like I'm on the block, really yes, got me. Since I went to win, no goodbyes. If you just let it get.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
So they got some of their styles. They look similar.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Oh, I just realized something. That's kind of cool. So, just kind of a little talk, I guess. I just realized that they're actually going for a more street-esque kind of look, right? Like you saw, it kind of looks more kind of grungy, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm not really a fan of the new models, though. I don't know, like, someone was saying on Twitter, it looks kind of like MK11. I kind of agree there. Like, it seems like it's kind of more... I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's an injustice feel to a lot of, like art design, I guess, and that's kind of what it seems like they're going for. It doesn't look more realistic to me. I never really thought of Street Fighter as kind of the realistic thing anyway, really. Let me get off this, but yeah, I never really thought of Street Fighter to be like a realistic game anyways. I know a lot of people prefer like a different art style, but like I always felt like if it was going to go any art style, it would be more anime-esque. So it's kind of, the art style's kind of weird to me, but I guess that's kind of what people are going for. I don't know. As for the characters, like hopefully they'll play the same that they've always played. I feel like Street Fighter is one of those legacy games, so hopefully at the least we'll see that, because more than anything, play style matters more than anything. I can't stress that enough. Like play style and how the gameplay and the mechanics work is more important than art style or what design that they decide to go with when it comes to like the actual theme of the game. But it looks interesting. I'm not super hyped for it, to be honest with you. The thing, I am kind of glad about one thing though. It seems like it looks a little more Street Fighter 4-esque, because I've seen a lot of Street Fighter 4 gameplay. I don't necessarily understand how the game plays, but at least when it comes to graphics, like the game looks kind of reminds me more Street Fighter 4 and less Street Fighter 5. So hopefully if they go down that route, like it won't be that's kind of more anime-esque, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of it's too much to tell, to be honest. The gameplay looked okay. It looks kind of rigid. It doesn't look as fluid as Street Fighter 5. But to be honest with you, like when it really comes down to it, the only thing that I care about is if the game plays like Street Fighter has always played. That's all I care about. I just don't want them completely overhauling their system, because even, you can overhaul your art style, whatever, that's fine. I don't mind that. I can have my gripes with that, that's fine. I've played games where I'm not a huge fan of the art style. It's the mechanics that I cherish more than anything. So hopefully we'll see. I don't know. Something I've always kind of liked about certain games is that they keep everything the same. They literally just update the graphics. They don't change the art style. They don't change the gameplay. They change nothing. They just update the graphics. That's it. And everything else plays the same way it's always played. I like games like that, not because I'm old boomer you kind of guy, but just simply because like I feel like games nowadays, they really try to cater to players instead of focusing more on getting people into the scene with maybe newer mechanics, but keeping the core game plan there, right? We saw this with MK11. We saw this with Street Fighter 5, actually. We saw this with we see this with a bunch of games. Strive, I've heard Strive doesn't play like the older Guilty Gear games. So, like, that is the number one thing, like, I hope developers go forward, because I think removing all these things and, adding new mechanics is cool, but removing mechanics that worked, or maybe things like players just don't like, isn't always the best idea, in my opinion. I think developers should do what they want to do and listen less to the fan base and focus more on getting more people into the scene, and less on like what people are saying on Twitter, But anyway, that's everything. So yeah, first impressions, it looks all right. Not a huge fan of the new art style, but I am a fan of the gameplay. It looks like the gameplay might be similar. Don't quote me on it. I saw a few things. So anyway, that's all. Yeah, it wasn't a huge like, oh, Street Fighter. I'm not really. I like Street Fighter, but I'm not like crazy obsessed with the game. I'm not crazy obsessed with. Well, there's an argument there for Mortal Kombat, but anyway, I'm done talking. So I'll see you guys later. Have fun playing Street Fighter and fighting games.